Tina Campbell from the award-winning gospel duo Mary is here with her husband Teddy. And from Orange is the New Black and How to Get Away with Murder, Matt McGorry will be out here too.
McGorry. So before we get started, there's something I've got to get off my chest. Now, earlier this week, my wife put me on blast and told you that I'm bossy. Yeah, that's what you said, yeah. Well, I want you to know that Nicole is messy. There you have it. Now, I bring this up because there's a recent study that says experts say messy people are adventurous, bold,
creative, fun.
Okay.
Life-loving.
Can I please finish? And that everyone should say yes to the mess since there is chaos in the world.
Listen, sorry.
Here's my problem with the messiness.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll give you guys an example. We both cook at home. We take turns. When I cook, dinner's on the table, beautiful table set.
Here we go.
And the kitchen is spotless. Spotless, ladies and gentlemen. The kitchen is spotless because I learned how to cook.
So you close a few cabinets.
I learned how to cook.
I gotta get the salt. I gotta get the milk. I gotta get the butter. I gotta check the oven.
I got
right,
the butter.
Ladies like me.
I got the butter. Hold on a second. I got the butter and I closed the fridge after I got the butter.
No, sometimes I go to get my spatula and you put the spatula with the Tupperware and then I gotta go back and then that drawer gets left open sometimes.
Don't even try.
Okay,
when my wife cooks, she can cook. I'll give her that. She can cook. When my wife cooks,
You're
the
just
table
very
is set,
rigid.
the dinner's on the table.
It's a cultural problem
the kitchen,
that we have.
The kitchen needs a full renovation. I'm not exaggerating. Okay? What you need to learn, okay?
Gosh.
What you need to learn right now, what you need to learn is to clean up the kitchen the way you clean up my conversation all the time as you interrupting me.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're never gonna eat again. Okay, while we're on the topic of untidiness, there's a woman in Mexico who was arrested and put in jail for 12 hours after she caused a disturbance when her husband asked her to wash and iron his clothes. Problem A. And was this really necessary? Now, the story is that this woman was tired. She worked. The husband came home. He worked. He said, "Where's my food? Where's my clothes?" Ironed and washed and laid out. And she said, "I'm tired." He had a fit, because they're in the dark ages. God forbid the wife is tired. And then called the police and said she was disturbing the peace. His peace.
Well, she was disturbing his peace of mind.
Look.
Because when he came home, he needed to just...
He needed to sit down. That's what he needed to do. And, okay, so he called the La Policia, and they came and put her in jail for 12 hours. It was like a $25 fine, and the husband wouldn't pay it. She had to sit in jail for 12 hours. You know what? I would have thought long and hard every one of those hours about what I was going to do to you when I got home.
First of all...
Okay,
I wouldn't call the La Policia.
In 1907, a woman was arrested for deciding to wear a bathing suit. Do we have a picture of this? Yes. This woman, she was put in jail for this bathing suit.
Well, it is kind of risque.
It's kind of, you know...
I think she was put in jail for the head wrap she was wearing. It wasn't the bathing suit, I tell you that.
No, this taking things too far.
Look, this idea of taking things to the limit brings me to another story. A mom in New York, get this, she tied her 4-year-old son to a bush as a timeout.
All the moms right now are like, Ann.
Well, look, in this case, the mom was charged with endangering the welfare of a child and released on $2,500 bail. Now, that's a picture of her. Now, is this an appropriate way to...
tired.
Are you...
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My question is this an appropriate way to discipline your child? No. I don't think so. I mean, honestly, we have 2 kids. I understand there's a need for timeouts, okay? But when you give your child a timeout and you put the child on a chair in his or her room, whatever you want to do, the child can get up and walk around. You take him by the hand and say, "No, your timeout's not over." You put him back on a chair, and that's how a child
I see
understands.
both sides, you know, but the mom had 4 kids.
You can't tie a child to a bush. That's torture. That's torture of a minor. Okay? You cannot tie. You cannot tie a child to a bush.
My mom tying me to a stoop or something. I don't know. I know I got a spanking.
That was in North Carolina in 1927. You can't do that anymore.
Well, here's something I found interesting. I know a lot of you, like Boris and I, take selfies. Well, guess what? Pretty soon, you may be able to pay a bill by just using your selfies. Yeah, some companies are working on a feature that will use facial recognition technology.
Oh, yeah.
And then you blink. We love this.
I love blinking.
No, and then you can pay your bill. I mean, but is it getting out of hand? I want to know, what do you think? Do you think this is...
I mean, it's
I have
getting
a
more and
couple
more
of theories.
innovative. The technologies are progressing, and you know, they have the fingerprint thing, and you hook up your bank account to your cell phone, and you swipe the thing, and then it's automatic now. But what I don't understand is, okay, how do you differentiate between a blinking for $20 and a blinking for $200? Is it how long you blink? Or
No,
is
this is what I want to do. I want to get this little app downloaded on my phone. I want to take you to the mall, and I want to have my phone right here, so when she tells me how much it is, I go, babe, and you'll go, what?
That's a $20,000 blink. Oh, nay. Look, there's another tech accessory on the scene, an iPhone case.
This is
serious.
I can't with
okay,
this.
calm down. It's an iPhone case shaped like a gun. Now, okay, I have to calm myself down. In the wake of unarmed people getting killed everywhere, what kind of message is this sending?
Yes.
At what point are we more important than profit?
You're saying because the designer of this case was interested only in
making money.
Sensationalism and profit.
He doesn't care that we're risking the lives of children playing with the iPhone case and being shot because it looks like a real gun.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, we have to take responsibility. We have to be accountable for this stuff that we're putting out on the market. And I understand that it's profitable. I understand that you can make money off of it, but...
We should create a phone case. What should we do?
Our case would be a heart.
He's just trying to get me to cook and do the laundry. It's not happening. It's not happening. On the topic of love, don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we are having a candid, straight, heart-to-heart conversation with gospel powerhouse Tina Campbell and her husband Teddy when we come back.
Our first guests have been in love for almost 2 decades, but when their marriage was in danger, they had to come together like never before.
She's an accomplished singer from the duo Mary, and he's an award-winning music producer, here to share their journey with us through infidelity and forgiveness. Please welcome Tina Campbell and her husband Teddy.
Take that away.
Hey there.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, you're welcome.
for having me.
Beautiful.
Have a seat.
Hello.
Thank you.
So you guys have been married well over a decade. I mean, we just made 10 years, so we're in awe of you.
That's good.
And
That's no easy feat.
you had reached the 10-year mark when infidelity came into play. I want to first say I appreciate you being so candid. I appreciate you coming on the show and talking about this journey. Tell us how that journey started.
Well, I'm a person of faith. I'm a gospel singer, and I kind of felt like I was not as connected to my faith as I was in theory. I wasn't in reality, and I was like, you know what? I need to get this thing right. I'm going to take some time. I'm going to connect with my family. I'm going to pray and make sure I'm centered and I'm not just representing something that's not what I internalize. And in the process of wanting to do that, I came home. I started a 40-day fast, and 3 days into that fast, I found out about my husband's infidelity. I was utterly devastated. I'm like, I didn't want to try to connect and do the right thing and get connected to you, Lord, to find this out. Like, why now? Why now? Why not when I was just acting crazy? When I want to do the right thing, all
Right.
this has to happen. And so,
Well, you said if you really want to grow, let me just give you this.
well, yeah, well, you want to know your truth, you want to get stronger, here's some weight. And so initially I was devastated. Initially I lost my way, and I was like, oh, forget this faith thing, it doesn't work. And I pursued vengeance, and I was like, I'm going to get him back and everybody back, and I'm going to make the world understand that they should have never hurt me. And in the process of doing that, I became more and more miserable, and it never undid what happened to me. And so I said, look, God, either you can help me, or I'm going to go crazy and do something crazy and embarrass you and everybody else.
What was that lowest point?
That lowest point was I don't know if I could really explain all of that on TV.
That was low.
It was
That was
bad.
very low.
I crashed, I cursed, I attacked, I drank myself to sleep. I was miserable. I plotted some very, very horrible things to take lives away because I felt like I didn't have a life. Nothing mattered anymore. All that my existence was nothing. So I considered that, but
We have
I
a
was
clip.
like,
We have a clip if you don't mind sharing.
Yeah, the clip about that.
Let's take a look.
Which clip?
I'm angry.
And the car is a clear indication of a very bad day. Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the lowest. You know, she did that. I said, man, I never knew how strong you was until you got real angry. Because that was with a hammer and some scissors.
Did you have your own private despair moment, low point?
Yeah, I was, for me, my wife's words, you know, it just cut me, you know what I mean? Because I knew I was already condemned about what I did. I felt horrible because I never, you know, I'd never seen her that weak. She was always the strongest person, you know, like even my own insecurities, I felt like she was stronger than me. You know, she could do everything. She could probably build a boat in the backyard, and I can't do nothing. You know, so I was insecure. I was afraid of her. I was afraid of her intellect. I was afraid of her words. I was afraid of her power. It all just like made me feel less than a man. But in the moment where I did all this to her, I was like, okay, either I'm going to run like I normally did, or I'm going to rise up and I'm going to stand up and be the man that I know that she needs.
So you made the decision to stay, but Tina, a lot of people would have walked away. What made you want to stay?
I love him.
That's
I love him. And during the time when he hurt me, it hurt me to face that truth. I was like, I've always considered myself to be a strong woman, and you know, I could, you know, you can help my life, but I don't need you because I got this on my own or whatever, which was created much of a lot of our problems. I don't take responsibility for what he did, but I take responsibility for making him feel marginalized often. You know, it hurt me so bad when he did it that I was like, why do you still think that he's better than what he did? But something inside of me said, he's not what he did. Why did this happen? Where was the disconnect? Because I know this man loves me. And why do I keep believing this when I got all of these casualties in my situation? But the truth was, I loved him. And ultimately, I was like, how can you be a hypocrite? You've been a person of faith all this time. Forgiveness and Jesus is the way, and do the right thing. And all you want to do is the wrong thing right now because the wrong thing has been done to you. So I dug in and I tried and I prayed daily. I fasted all the time. I studied the Bible day and night, and I was like, God help me, because if you don't help me, the devil's going to get me.
No, your faith has yes. Your faith has inspired so many, and your commitment to finding and restoring the valuable parts of your relationship has uplifted so many. I mean, there's joy in the morning, you know.
Yes, girl. It's so funny.
But I want to know, you were just talking about being so hurt, and I want to know, trust is a big issue, big deal in relationships. Now, when something like that happens, trust seems to be forever gone.
Yeah.
How do you make a choice to trust again? Because I believe you cannot gain somebody's trust. I think trust is a choice that you have to make.
That's brilliant. Yes.
So how did you make that choice?
For saying that. Nobody's ever stated it that way. It is a choice that you have to make. Because the truth is, there's the negative possibilities and there are the positive possibilities. But most people will always consider what could go wrong, but what if it could go right? And I said, distrusting is too painful. It's too painful for me. I'll be miserable for the rest of my life,
100%.
doubting and distrusting. And so I was like, I'm going to just try to do this. And I'm going to trust God and I'm going to trust him. And I think it was empowering.
I have to say that she wasn't alone with that, because
Yeah, I didn't just give it away.
She required some things of me.
I required a lot.
And I did.
I did.
And you were happy to...
Man, look, I literally asked her, I said, what can I do to gain your trust back. And she gave me a list of stuff.
She was like, hoop one,
then
hoop two,
I took it.
hoop three. Jump.
And I was jumping.
But I want to shift gears real quick. So you collaborated for the first time.
On an album together.
Man.
Yeah.
Was the collaboration like a natural next step for you after the stuff that you...
I'll tell you what, the thing is, my husband is an accomplished musician, I'm a singer, but we never did it together. We always, he lived in his world, I lived in my world, we never
I
merged
thought that
it.
I would be best as the supportive husband. You know what I mean? I've heard of relationships of people working together that didn't work. So I was like, not y'all. Clearly it's not y'all.
Love that clearing of the thought.
Carry on.
So I was like, no, I'll just be in the back holding the kids. You know, say, hey, baby.
But you also wrote a book.
Yeah, but I have to say about this record, my husband basically A&R'd the whole record. He got every fantastic musician because he has relationships with everybody. They all love him. He co-wrote some of the songs with me. He produced some of the songs. I was like, I didn't even know you could do all of this. But it's funny when we started to just love each other and trust and choose to be free and just go for it. Everything that we never thought we could do together came
We became
together.
friends, man. For real. That's what happened. We weren't friends before.
Oh, wow, that's huge.
I love your book, too. I Need a Day to Pray. Everyone should pick it up on Amazon. It's really a daily upliftment. Thank you so much for writing that. Tina and Teddy are sticking around to help us answer some of your relationship questions. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. People often ask us about the key to a healthy relationship. And although we're not experts, after 10 years of marriage, we're able to share a thing or two about our experience. And since Tina and Teddy Campbell are here today, they have agreed to help us answer some of your relationship dilemmas.
Welcome, our first couple, Dee Dee and Alexander. So, you've shared with our producers that you're struggling with some intimacy issues.
Yes.
Please explain to our viewers some of the things you're going through.
Well, we are a young couple. We've only been married for 2 years. I'm 21, he's 23. So you would think that we would keep the romance alive, but it's not.
Do you both work?
Huh?
Do you both work?
Yes.
He works, and I do most of the, well, I work now. I do hair and makeup, so I do that now. But, I mean, it kind of started, the romance started.
Well, the
going
thing
way
is,
down.
we have two girls, Charlie and Hazel, a 2-year-old and a 9-month-old. And what that is, just being new parents all at once and being married all together. Even though we are young, it's still a lot to put on a young married couple. There's not a lot
You
of
have
married.
kids, right?
I have 5.
Hello.
I think you're in the lucky seat today. You want to take this?
Well, the thing is this, you do what you want to do. I know that when we started having children, I made my children more important than my husband. I made the choice to do it. I mean, I got to take care of these kids. Wait, you want me to put them down and do you? Like, you know, and sometimes the husband wants to say, yes. And that's what they're thinking. I think it's healthy for your children to see you. Y'all sit over there and play together, eat food, make a mess, but mommy and daddy is going to go love on each other for a little while. And you find the time. You make each other important.
That's right.
Because if you don't make that time, it won't be there. You just have to make the effort.
My wife, she puts it brilliantly, I believe, when she says, you have to make your husband your boyfriend again.
Yeah.
And I think
And
that's
your
very
wife,
important.
your girlfriend.
Yeah, that's right.
I think that's our issue. I'm more of the affectionate one, and he's not. And so he stopped doing it, like, after my first daughter was born. But, I mean, a lot of other issues started to come into play. I was dealing with postpartum depression. So that made me push him away, which made him resent me. And then
So he's a little scared right now to go for it.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be rejected or turned, your back on him in the bed.
Or cussed out.
Or cussed out.
For example.
For example, here's the word Boris and Nicole show, we tell it like it is.
Well, you know, postpartum is a very, very real
thing.
issue.
Yes, it is.
And it's sometimes hard for the man to be able to relate to what you're going through.
Yeah. You know what
And
I think? I'm sorry, baby.
Thanks for interrupting me
That's,
again.
that's
another thing that you're
it's
gonna
marriage.
face.
But you know what I would do? I'm not an expert, but I would suggest to you, you're so beautiful together. You were just starting out on your journey. I would start a gratitude journal. Because you have so many great things happening in your life. Makeup artist, you have a job, you have 2 beautiful children. Start writing the things that you're grateful for, that you do have. And it'll get your energy back in sync with your happiness and you back with your happiness. And you'll realize that the intimacy will happen naturally again.
Yeah.
And also, don't be afraid to
Can I get an
communicate
applause
to
on
the
that?
other person. All right, here we go. I was going to say, don't be afraid to communicate to each other what you want and what you need
And
from each other.
when you do that, I'm sorry. Now I'm
Go ahead.
sorry.
You interrupt me too. I'm used to it.
What happens is when we women communicate to them, we expect them to hear, but when they communicate to us, we minimize what they're saying. When a man who generally doesn't talk says something, he meant it. If he's saying, baby, I want you, or baby, I need you, stop and make him important. Because those beautiful babies that you have, they're so wonderful that you give all your time to, you wouldn't have had them if it wasn't for this
Guess
wonderful
who
man
was
that
here
controls
first?
you.
Didi Alexander, you've heard all of our advice. What do you think you're going to do?
Well, you have 5 kids and you learn to make time. You both, so I need to just
Make the time.
Drink. Oh, okay. So what are you going to do, Didi?
Well, I'm gonna one stick to my role that's ordained for me.
Husband, kids.
Husband, kids.
In that order.
Yeah,
In that order.
That's the right.
Also, sometimes you got to take initiative, whether it's you or you. You just have to.
Somebody's got to go first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
Thanks so much for being here.
No problem.
Please go to our Facebook page and post your relationship questions. A special thanks to Tina and Teddy Campbell for being here. And one more thing. Everyone in the audience is going home with Tina and Teddy's latest CD.
Our next guest stars in the hit ABC drama How to Get Away with Murder.
But right now, you can binge watch him on season 3 of the Netflix hit Orange is the New Black. Take a look.
We will probably never be rich. And we'll most likely live in a place that's not that big, but we'll work hard and we'll love each other and we'll find so much happiness that we won't even know what to do with it. And we'll share with our kids. Will you marry me?
Please welcome Matt McGorry.
How you doing? Good to see you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
You're a busy man.
Wow.
You have like 10 jobs.
Yeah, I have 10 jobs. I also work at Starbucks.
You got to do what you got to do.
You got, make ends meet.
So you're a native New Yorker.
Yes.
And you've been talking about how you just got your driver's license since you moved to LA. How was
Because
that
in New York,
experience?
you don't have to drive.
No, you
Yeah.
just take the subway or you walk or you, just, run. No, it's...
I run through New York all the time.
Exactly, right?
That's how we met.
Oh, is that right?
Running in New York.
Oh, wow. I love that. Maybe I'll meet my specialist. No. It's been great. I was scared. I was very scared initially. I started driving. The first time I ever drove in a car was in Union Square. Like, the driving school's in Union Square, and I was getting in a car, and he's like, all right, you're just going to pull out now. I'm like, what, on the road? I thought, I took some class, in the classroom, but, it was intense.
Union Square is like a plaza. There's people are walking around.
Yeah.
You can't, there's
There's
nothing
no
to be
roads
scared of.
in Union Square.
No, but there's people and there's bicycles and there's buses, subways, underground. That's how New York works.
And you get on the 405 here in LA.
That was a little bit, but I like going fast now. It's fun. And I had a great driving teacher in New York, a guy named Tyrone, who gave me some life advice that was not quite as good as the driving advice.
Like what?
Well, he was very adamant the fact that I had to meet a rich, powerful more famous woman. And I was like, sometimes I think love is sort of the thing that I'm looking for. But he was very adamant. But
Well, he was preparing you for L.A.
yeah, exactly. I think that's what it was. That's what it was.
doing.
Well, before working on 2 hit shows, you were a personal trainer, I see, and a power lifter.
Hey, what?
That's the guy that does this.
Whoa, why do you gotta say it like that? Like power lifter?
I don't know. I mean, because did you do the lift and then you rested?
I didn't do that one, but it was the bench press, the squat, and so the bench press is that.
Yeah, like that position right there
You know
is
what
like
I'm talking
power.
The bench
The
press.
deadlift, that's right. The bench press, that's right. The deadlift, which is I can't do it like that, but you just pick it up like
She
that.
does the deadlift really well.
And
is that right?
I'm not going to do the deadlift
You're
in
not
the
gonna
dress.
do that?
very good at the deadlift.
Oh, all right.
Did you? Okay.
All
Do
right.
the deadlift, baby. Whoa, hello.
Yes.
Yes. You should see it from the side.
Okay, whatever. Did you ever compete?
I did. I competed for a couple years.
What category?
I competed in. I was nationally ranked in the deadlift in 3 weight classes. Actually, yeah, my last year of competing, and then I did one bodybuilding show, which, as you know, is where you shave your body and put on tanning stuff, and put on the little Jimmy Jams, and
Yeah.
And you invite no one.
and you invite no one exactly, and you hope that those pictures don't surface, but somehow
Clearly.
I submitted it.
Actually, my wife did the same thing. I was gone for 3 months, and she trained like a mad woman, competed.
You better have not.
And
that right?
sent me a picture. We're gonna have that picture. Sent me a picture of her on the stage, and she won both categories.
No way.
Both
Yes.
categories. Yeah.
I mean, you're like an amazing actor, a power lifter, a licensed driver.
Yeah.
Okay, and
a
you're a
driver.
self-declared feminist. Yeah. Wow. I mean, yeah. You often post online about different issues, like this tweet that I happen to have here.
It's such a coincidence. There's a card there.
I like my women like I like my coffee, with infinite variations of size, color, and dollar value, because none of these determines its right to be loved.
I like the dollar value part. Yes. Yes.
You
But,
are so deep. Your mama did good by you.
Thank you. My mom is amazing.
So, I mean, how did you come to have these strong opinions? Were you influenced by your parents, or you're just amazing? Just...
Yeah. I was born that way. No, I think it's one of those things where the beliefs that you have are like they're in you. They were in me the entire time. I just never really understood what the label meant for a long time. And then once I kind of got that and saw, wow, this is something I can get behind and it means something, and to help make a difference with the platform that I have, and that combined with being on 2 shows that have diverse casts and strong females, and it just. And getting to meet Laverne Cox, who's from Orange is the New Black. She was like the first transgender woman I ever got to meet, And she's brilliant, and she knows so much, and you just get to learn about people. And so I'm just trying to kind of continue that conversation because, it needs to happen.
Do you feel like other celebrities dropped the ball a little bit and should speak up more, or?
It's tricky because I can't judge. I mean, I'm only a couple months new to speaking about this myself. So who would I be if I was and where's everyone else? But I think people come to it in their own time, and I think seeing other celebrities and even friends of mine speaking out about it, it's something it's gave me sort of the courage to feel like, it's time. And I hope that everyone comes to that, and whether it's feminism or anything else, if we're helping to make the world a better place, I think that's the goal, right?
Tell us about this movie you're in right now. How you fell in love?
How We
sounds
Fell in Love.
good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a love story. It's between a struggling musician and an older married woman.
Is that the rich woman in L.A. that you're supposed to meet?
That's exactly. That is. Yeah, it's a documentary
Tyrone's gonna
actually.
be
It's a documentary.
Exactly.
Her and Tyrone.
Actually, Tyrone's gonna come out right now. Yeah, and it's sort of a complicated love story, but
Okay, well, don't say anything, because we do this thing on the B&N show where our guests can promote their projects, but you have to do it in 6 seconds on a
okay.
Vine video.
Okay.
Do you think you're up for it?
Always.
Are you a power
Viner?
Dave, number 3 is your camera.
hi,
Are
Dave.
you ready, set, and go.
It's called How We Fell in Love, and you see my butt with no makeup.
That's it? That's it?
Seconds to spare, baby.
That was a record. That was a great job, Matt.
That was a great job, Matt. You can see Matt on Orange is the New Black exclusively on Netflix. His new movie, How We Fell in Love. We should go on date night and see that. And be sure to catch him this fall on ABC's How to Get Away with Murder. Wow.
You're busy.
You're busy.
We'll be right back. Shout out to Tyrone. Recently, Nicole and I celebrated our anniversary with a 10-year anniversary Keep It Sexy Challenge.
It was our way of challenging each other to look and especially feel our best, and also to remind ourselves how hot we were for each other.
Okay. Well, many of you left comments telling us how you wanted to bring the sexy back in your relationship. So we called on an expert celebrity trainer whose clients include Heidi Klum,
Gigi Hadid. I'm just here for you, baby.
and Emma Roberts.
Yes, please welcome health and wellness expert Andrea Orbeck.
Yes.
So, is it common for couples who've been together for a while to gain weight, and not just a few pounds, but like really just let it go? Is that?
Yeah, sure, because when you're single, you have the urge to go out and get, and you do the effort. But then when you end up meeting up with someone, you're taken. And so then, you know, of course, calories love company. Yeah.
Well, his whole theory on that is like, you took me off the market, you got to keep me off the market.
Well, okay, hold on a second. I'll do the same for you.
Yes, you
right?
do.
I
Yes,
took you
you
off
do.
the market, so I'll make sure that you're satisfied.
That's amazing. That's amazing. But conversely, sometimes couples go the other way and they end up just wanting to, like, the chase is over, the game is over, and they just want a companion, Netflix, and you've got your food.
You just
and-
want to snuggle
Yeah,
in
you want to
bed
snuggle,
with the ice cream.
I
You
want
know?
to snuggle with you, not the ice cream.
That's right.
Well, we heard from a couple, so let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Dorothy. This is my boyfriend, Raphael. And we need to keep it sexy this summer because we have a big family holiday to go on. We're going on a cruise with his family, and there's a certain dress that I want to fit into.
I would like to lose weight around the gut. My fear is I'm going to make it both capsize, so...
We want to look like you, Boris and Nicole.
Hi, Dorothy.
Hey, guys.
How you guys doing?
Why do you think it's been difficult to get motivated and stay motivated to work out together?
I'd say on my part, it's probably not knowing where to begin. I don't know whether I'm doing Pilates or if I'm doing yoga. Like, there's so many options, I don't even know where to start.
You know, that's a big problem for people because you don't see immediate results, so you get discouraged. So it's so hard to keep going, right?
And you know, everything you think you're supposed to have, the outfit and the shoes and then you have to block out the time, and you think you need to join a gym when really there's really affordable ways to incorporate working out in your life, right?
Yeah,
Andrea?
sure. Yeah, by all means. I mean, the rest is just geography. Your body doesn't know whether you're at the gym or whether you're on a hill in your neighborhood or whether you're lifting a bleach bottle or a 5-pound hand weight. You just have to do the work and then let your body respond. And so that's what we're going to kind of, focus on.
As a trainer, what are some of the other challenges that you hear about? I don't want to say excuses, I say challenges.
Well, if we're talking about a couple, it's the schedule. If you end up having kids and you end up having your routine and your domestic life and then your career, a lot of that stuff just goes by the wayside and we don't make it a priority. So it's time to kind of reinvent who you are and what you do and your goals, get your teammate together and then be able to go for it.
Yeah, of course. Trying to bring sexy back. So. You two motivated us to do that, so we want to follow through now.
We have Andrea here, and we would like to help you out. So Andrea is going to design your own 4-week Keep It Sexy challenge. And Andrea, for our viewers at home, what are some of the immediate things that you could incorporate into your day in order to progressively become more healthy?
Well, abs are made in the kitchen, so you have to take inventory of your kitchen, your cupboards. You have to find the culprit.
No late night chips.
No, and you just kind of yes, and if you just make little tiny changes that just support your goals in the ways of like what you eat, how often you eat, how much you eat, you get big changes. And then when you add that nutrition to the activity, you really start to see changes pretty fast.
Like I heard, for instance, that if you let go of sugar for a week, you lose 10 pounds immediately.
Your body will respond. I mean, scientifically, sugar is our enemy because we usually eat it too much. It's in all the foods that we don't notice, and then
the
too much.
alcohol.
And alcohol is
Are you
like
guys
a liquid sugar killer.
Did I tap into some beer?
Some wine.
But maybe baby steps. Maybe not get rid of all of it. Just let's say, okay, if you're drinking 5 glasses of Coca-Cola, for instance, soda.
Yeah.
Let's reduce it to 2.
Well, we're going to follow Dorothy and Raphael's progress over the next 4 weeks, and all of you at home can join in on the challenge too. Head on over to Boris and Nicole's Facebook for health and wellness tips from Andrea.
And let us know how you're doing by posting #KeepItSexyChallenge.
Good luck, Dorothy and Raphael.
Now, Nicole and I love to cook, and we're very competitive in the kitchen.
Today, we're taking our culinary skills to the street with two of LA's popular food trucks for wives versus husbands food truck battle.
My partner on the husband team is my good friend Chris Spencer, a famous comedian and real husband of Hollywood, creator and producer.
I need y'all to clap when he says
Clap, yes. And we've been cooking with James Radzik from Creping Around Food Truck. What are we going to cook, James?
A carne asada crepe, one of our best crepes we have.
Great. I don't know what that is, but we'll find out.
It doesn't matter what it is. Let's meet my partner over here on the wives team. Chris's lovely wife, Vanessa Rodriguez Spencer. She's a famous Hollywood casting director and my good friend. Thank you, Vanessa.
Clap for my wife.
And we're going to crush.
Yes, we are going to crush. We will be cooking with Rashad Williams from Dim Cajun Folks. We are going to make, check this out, a shrimp po' boy.
Okay.
Yeah. Rashad, you think you can help us beat the husbands?
Nope.
Sure, baby girl.
Hold on, baby girl. Okay, look, and we'll have one lucky audience member, or unlucky, who will be our judge.
Here's how this works. Both teams are going to go away and do their best to replicate the menu items just like our pros in only 3 minutes. We'll be judged on taste and presentation. Let's do it. I'll be the thing. Are you ready to win?
I got this.
So you do the crepes.
Yep.
Do this.
Let's go. All right, ladies, the first thing we're gonna do, get our bread together.
Standing experience with crepes
How do you know how to
comes
do that?
into play.
Is that too thin?
See that?
No, that's going to be too big, man.
How many shrimp should be on a sandwich?
About 13.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
didn't tell me
You
all
good,
that?
man. You good.
Look at this. It's going to be the thinnest
It's going to be very thin.
creping around special crepe in the history, but it's beautiful.
Okay, start with your lettuce.
The lettuce, and
There
I
you go.
hear
Let that sit. That'll be
lettuce,
okay.
tomato.
Let's
we
get the
get your
pickles on
pickle.
top.
Beauty. Are we ready for the meat?
Yeah.
Boris, you're
We're
burning.
ready for the meat.
You're burning.
There you go.
Damn, that smells good.
What am I doing?
All right,
where's the remoulade?
now you gotta kill them with this here.
There we go.
Okay.
There you go.
Do I lift up my fryer? Not yet?
There we go.
You think I'm good to go?
Not just yet.
Oh boy.
There we go.
A little bit of cheese.
What about
here
cheese in my
mix.
salad?
Cheese
Wait
in
a
the
second.
salad. Here's the cheese. Come on, get some cheese in the salad.
Marshmallows?
No,
No,
who needs
marshmallows.
marshmallows?
Hey, whatever. Hey.
That'll work.
Special sauce. Where's your salt and pepper, my friends?
Salt and pepper.
We need
I
the
got
salt
a
and
little bit of
pepper.
this here for you.
You got a little black pepper. We need a little white pepper.
Now, is it true that the po' boy sandwich was invented a long time ago by the Martin brothers?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, and they were feeding the men on strike, right?
Right,
the
right.
Po' boys.
You got the plate ready?
Is that a burrito or a
Yeah.
crepe?
Boom. Watch
That
this.
looks, that looks
We
good.
are in
That
LA.
looks amazing.
Hold on,
Put
let me
the-
put a little
sauce on it. Put a little more sauce, I think.
Tons of sauce. We
This
need
don't look
tons
like
of
the
sauce.
Oh, you need a lot of sauce.
Go ahead.
This don't look like the brochure.
There you go. There's the sauce.
Boris, stop, Boris.
This is how it's supposed to be.
Looks like shampoo.
Give it a little bit more. Some marshmallows. Just
One marshmallow.
All right.
There we go.
marshmallow.
All right.
That looks pretty good right now. Now all we need is our shrimp.
How long you been in Hollywood?
I've been out here for about a month now.
Wow.
Yeah, with the
Okay.
food truck for
Fresh-
3
you
weeks.
are
Yeah.
To win this
off the bus.
championship.
I hope so.
They're out. They're done. Yes! Yes!
Let's go.
Bring it up, let's go. Here, let me dump it.
Dump it. That looks good, babe. All right, bring it over. Bring it over. Bring it over.
Oh, come
we
on,
go.
come on. Come on, we got
Go ahead.
presentation,
There you go.
remember?
There you go.
Put it on real
Make it look nice.
Open
you
up
go.
for the camera to show them who's
There
we're
you
going to
go.
win. Ooh,
There
there
you
we
go.
go. There we
Y'all
go.
looking real good,
There we
babe.
go.
Don't worry about that. We're good. Who wants to taste this deliciousness?
There we go.
Gonna make it pretty. All
There
right.
we go.
All right, let's roll. Let's roll. Let's go.
Thank you, baby.
I don't even have to call it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Too late! Hey, no. No
Now
bad
we have to
mouthing.
take a break. But when we get back, we're going to find out who won the food truck battle, baby.
Welcome back. It's time to name a champion. And we've got our judge, Leona, here to give us the verdict.
Yes.
Leona?
Yes. So I
What do you think of our crepe?
Is that marshmallow or what is that?
It's just a little personal touch. A little personal
Who
touch.
puts marshmallows on a taco?
Look at LA in it. It's LA right there.
No, I've never seen
There's
marshmallows.
LA, there's Germany,
Some
there's a little bit of
Hollywood
France.
fluff. Right now, we got the real
Whoa,
deal.
hello. I get my.
Yes. Okay, because the competition was about flavor and presentation.
Yes, yes.
All right.
The marshmallow, this is like icing.
I forget it's marshmallows. I forget.
Here is your po' boy, straight
careful.
from them Cajun folks.
You know
from
what they
Louisiana.
say about New Orleans?
That sauce is
No,
looking
The
kind of good
voodoo
here.
will mess
Special
you up.
sauce. Get in there and get a
All
bite,
right,
mama.
Careful.
Here we
You got
go.
feelings?
Okay, let her take it back. Let her take it back.
Good, right?
Let it get
Good.
in it.
Good.
No influence. No influence. Be on. You can be
I had
honest.
a real Cajun
A lot
over
of
here tell us
seasoning?
what to do.
Too much seasoning.
No,
seasoning.
never forgot about the seasoning.
Right.
The shrimp is moist.
It's too moist.
The bread is
shrimp.
soft. I'm
Soggy
really liking the
bread.
flavor into the sauce.
She's liking the flavor. Okay, we got him
She said
liking the
soggy.
flavor.
She said soggy. Please, yeah, take your time.
It's time for the tacos with the marshmallow dip.
Put this on your lap.
Let me help you with this. Let me help you. You just the
Okay,
full
you
experience.
doesn't count. This does not count. This does not count.
Blow on her ear.
Oh, the meat is good, huh? It is very good.
Tell us about it.
You can be honest. You can be honest.
So I like the sweetness of the crepe.
The sweetness. She
That
said
was
the
the
sweetness.
marshmallow. That was the marshmallow.
And then it's savory with the meat is
Savory.
really.
So that's a chef word.
Oh
Yes.
boy. I don't know. This is
Very tough,
He
but
doesn't-
not
wow.
very tough.
He does not come with the taco. You know, I'm half Mexican and I know carne asada, so
Sí, Pedro.
Come on,
I'm
Cleo.
gonna have to go
in honor of
Ooh.
Essence Festival.
I think I'm gonna have to go with
You're killing me over here.
oh man. Ladies forgive me, but the crepe is
That means the husband is the winner. Hey, no physical violence here. I'd like to give a huge thank you to our partner James Resnick from Craping Around for coming out. Thanks. You can.
And I would like to thank our serious real deal Sean Williams from them Cajun folks. And thanks to our judge, Leona.
Thank you, Leona, for being our
And
judge.
a special thanks to our friends
I'm gonna pay you the
Vanessa and
50 bucks
Chris
later.
Spencer. See you guys next time.
Bye. Transportation provided by Jackson Limousine.